Guys, welcome. Let us talk a little bit about the Azure Communication Services. First, before I say anything to Azure Communication Services, just a generic part to understand how Microsoft actually built cloud and cloud voice topics. Everyone is probably aware about Teams. Just Teams is nothing else as a complicated application with certain web components, so to speak, sitting on Azure Communication Service. And I think that gives a great opportunity to understand what we can actually achieve if we build our own applications, rather a full Azure application, or it could be even applications which we integrate in Dynamics 365 or anything else. Azure Communication itself, it's a kind of multi-channel communication API-based platform, and it can do more than only video, voice, and chat. It can also do text messaging in form of SMS. So if we would have an old Nokia phone, I would actually show you what an SMS is. But sometimes probably if you book a flight or anything, you will still receive an SMS. Furthermore, it can also do email. And that's also something awesome. A voice communication can do email. But nevertheless, this communication services, and that's it. They are chained. And the chained part, it's actually what makes it really valuable for you to learn some programming based on those available APIs. And furthermore, it is also integratable not only into Teams or applications which we run on M365, but furthermore, we can create own applications, even standalone or Azure applications. We can create websites integrated, and we have a mobility platform. So those services can be also applied either on iOS or on Android. And that's a good part, I think, if you start building more customer awareness applications than ever. On the other hand, it is based on an SDK, which is open source. This is also, to me at least, awesome. And it is a seamless communication interoperability with Teams. And that means if you, for example, build your own application, you can join this via Teams, and your counterpart who has not an account either on Microsoft or anywhere else can still join it on a web application. So, and I hope it's moving. Yeah, so again, to the features, they are segregated a little bit into first chat messages. You can interact even as you know it in Power Platform, for example, with bots, very similar. You can even trigger and send and receive emails with content and analyze what you're going to do, even like speech to text, for example. On the other part, where we have a look in later, because you need to have infrastructure connected, there are also different possibilities. You have a phone calling capability, either inbound or outbound. And that one I call PSTN to understand. Further, PSTN also means for sure your mobile network or cellular phones. Voice and video capabilities over ZIP internally between your applications, and as well you have this one externally and can also integrate different solutions. SMS as well. And do I need to cut something? Okay, then let me continue from here. Phone capability and the phone calling services is pretty simple and available in two possible setups. The first setup is, as you know from Teams 2, you have the Microsoft calling plans. Calling plans are called Azure Cloud Calling, and Microsoft will be your communication provider. It's easy to set up, phone number assignments as well. In the other option, which is most likely another recommended way, especially if you operate already your infrastructure or want to have greater control and integrating also other third-party services like a contact center or anything else, which is either on premises or maybe even in the cloud, which is your own session border controller. It is the same as we do in direct routing, but there are limited availabilities for the session border controller certified vendors, which you can see actually in the below corner where I named the services. The next session will be how to set it up. It is also a quick and easy path beside of my beloved phone number normalizations. But let's have a look in there. Have a great day. Thank you for listening.